So welcome back. So we have another problem, another example that is related to exponential growth here. So Nadia owns a chain of fast food restaurants that operated 200 stores in 1999. If the rate of increase is 8% annually, how many stores does the restaurant operate in 2007? So again, I would go about solving this problem using a table is the best way, I suppose, unless no, it's almost always the best way, but that doesn't matter in this case. Basically it's the most straightforward way. So you just form a simple table and you could define a variable t, which is basically represents years, and another variable, the number of stores that the restaurant operates, so that I call it n of t. So that is the number of stores that the restaurant operates. So n of t represents the number of stores that the restaurant operates at any given time. So then at time is equal to 0, or let's call 1999, I call it time 0, because it's not easy to work with 1999, 2000, 2001 in a function. So I call this 0 in this function, and the number of the stores that the restaurant operated was 200 at this point. Now the rate of increase is 8% annually. So 8% annually means that it is an exponential function, and so basically that means that annually means year after year. So in year 2000, which is t is equal to 1, it's going to be an increase of 8%. So an increase of 8% would be 200 times 1.08. I suppose you know how I have come up with 1.08. I suppose you already know that, because we have done this many times in the previous videos. So then in year 2001, which is t is equal to 2, you have 200 times 1.08 times 1.08. So you can see that here you can rewrite this as 200 times 1.08 raised to the second power, and you can rewrite this as raised to the first power and raised to the 0th power here. So after n years, you have the number of stores will be 200 times 1.08 raised to the nth power. And now what is 2007? 2007 is going to be so 1 year, so let's see, 7 years there and 8 years, so it's going to be, it is going to be n of 8, basically t is equal to 8 here. So basically this is going to be t, of course. I'm sorry. This is going to be t, and this is going to be t as well. So after t years, this is going to be 200 times 1.08 raised to the tth power. So now 2008 is going to be 8 years after 1999. So basically t is equal to 8, which corresponds to 2007. And I can rewrite this as the whole function as n of t is equal to 200 times 1.08 raised to the tth power. So now I can, based on the t that I have and based on the equation that I have, I can simply find the number of stores in 2007, which corresponds to t is equal to 8. So here I can calculate n of 8, which is 200 times 1.08 raised to the 8th power. And that is, I suppose, 200 times 1.08 raised to the 8th power, which is approximately 370 stores in 2007. And that's how you solve this problem. Okay, so we have some other examples and material here that I would like to talk about. Of course, you can, it's not much, but you can always skip all of these problems. In the course description, I've written external something, I don't know. In the course description, I have written external information and external example. So external example and external information means that they are not dealt with in the book, but you can skip them anytime you want if you think you don't need them. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.